Hello, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, watching us today. I am very fortunate today to have with me a youth from the Northeast who, in my opinion, is very exemplary. You will know the reason why very soon. Her name is Phileo. Hi, Phileo.
Hi, I'm Pilayo.
Hey, very good to see you again, at least in a video. It's been quite some time. So
Yeah, it's
I
been one
hope,
year.
all right, I hope you're doing fine.
Yes, very fine in Singapore.
All right, wonderful. So yes, Phileo, ladies and gentlemen, she is in Singapore. She is a nurse and she is working there in a nursing home. So today we are going to find out whether she likes working in Singapore or not, and how she was able to go there like that, and stuff like that. So, all right, Phileo, let me start asking you some questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, can.
All right, thank you. So, yes, tell us where you were originally from.
I'm from Manipur, India. Ukhrul.
Okay, wonderful. So, you're a nurse, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So, where did you do your nursing?
I did my GNM course from Manipur itself in Imphal, Shija Academy of Nursing.
Wonderful. All right. So, how
Yes.
did you hear about the opportunity, the job opportunity there?
I heard it from my friends because some of my friends we worked together in a hospital. Then after 1 year, they left from the hospital, and after 1 year gap, we saw them in Singapore. Then we asked through them, we contact them, we asked through them, and yes, from them we got to know
I
the
see. I
process,
see.
how to get to Singapore.
All right. Was it your intention all along while you were studying to work in a foreign country, or was it to work at the homeland?
Yes, actually, I prepare my passports and all since 2017, but after my friends left, before they left, I didn't heard about it. Only after they left, I know that they went to Singapore.
Oh,
But yes, after they left, only I know that they went to Singapore. But that time my passport was already there. I had my passport, but still I didn't have a partner. Like I didn't have a friend who is willing to go abroad. Then after 2-3 years, I meet friends. Luckily, I meet 2-3 friends. Then we apply together, we prepare together, then we go together.
all right. Wonderful. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Phileo and our friends went together to Singapore, and, we helped them to get a job in Singapore. So, Phileo,
Yes.
how did you know about us? How did you know that we were sending nurses to Singapore?
True friend.
Through friends. Okay. So, who
Yes.
went there, right?
Now also they are still in Singapore working with us.
Oh, I see. I see. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Did they call you, or did you call them?
We call them. We call them, ask the number. Yes. Melina, you remember Melina?
Yes, definitely, Melina. Oh,
Yes.
she's a very
Yes.
nice lady. Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
All right. So, yes. What did Melina say about us when you contacted her?
Uh Actually when I
Was
was
she
still
very angry
in
with us?
when I was still in India, you remember Guirim,
Yes.
right? Guirim, she was the one who did everything for me.
Oh, I see.
Like, so you remember she was the one taking the phone number from Melina, then she contact you. Even for me also, she contact you. She contact you for me.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Right.
When I was in Guwahati.
I see. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Wonderful. So, um, in my experience, what I found out was most Northeastern nurses have trust issue. If I'm not mistaken. And
Yes.
I don't blame them, really, honestly speaking, I don't blame them because there are so many fraudulent, agencies in India. They are all over the place, frankly speaking. They just charge the way they like, and then some end up to be total fraudsters who do not even really send them anywhere. They just collect the fees and they just vanish into thin air. You try to contact them, they are not reachable anymore. So things like that. And some other agencies who are pretending to be sending people there, they are taking abnormally high fees as well, things like that. So you may have heard that. In fact, frankly speaking, before we came on the scene, okay, before we entered the market, let me talk, let me narrate to it as a business, from a big business angle, because it's difficult for me to do that because I don't call this my business, I call this my ministry. Because let me try to explain this to you, ladies and gentlemen. I left my job in 2011 because I felt that the Northeast youths, especially at that time, that was particularly for the Mizoram youths, because I did a bit of a survey, and what I found out was over 90% of Mizo youths are not going to find life-sustaining jobs within the state. And then I widened my horizon, and I found out almost the same, this similar situation for most of the Northeastern states. The economic situation prevailing in the Northeast, I believe. If you don't, you can come in, right, and check it out. Right. So it's like that the prevailing conditions are not so favorable to the youths. And then I went to see several people whom I think were able to help them. But every time I approached somebody or some organization, whatever I had to tell them fell on deaf ears. Nobody really attended to what I had to tell them. Right. So nobody took interest. I don't blame them because they don't have the same vision as I did. So after some time, I thought to myself that this must be a divine calling, God calling me to do it myself, because uh, you know I I found out the situation very clearly, and I have the heart, the willingness to help the people, the multitude. But um, frankly speaking, I did not have the means. But if it is God calling me to do that, then He would be providing everything I needed, I thought. So I left my well-paying governmental job, which is very prospective for the future, especially with my, frankly speaking, with my educational qualifications and my experience as well. It was very prospective. The future was very bright, so to say, financially and also socially, so to say. All right, in the social ladder. Right. But I left that job with the hope and with the ambition to help as many Northeast youths as possible. So I struggled a lot in order to help even the nurses. What I instantaneously found out was I could help the nurses most easily. The other youths are a little difficult to send outside of India, frankly speaking. But nurses are on demand everywhere in developed countries, and especially for the Northeast nurses. Why? Because they are quite good. What I found out later on was the Northeast nurses gain popularity everywhere I send them. All right, they abruptly gain popularity wherever I send them, because I don't know, there is something about the Northeast nurses. Okay, there is something about the Northeast and nursing, let me put it that way. So I don't know. Even in Singapore, uh, many hospitals and nursing homes are preferring our nurses over nurses from other nationalities. I don't have to mention their nationalities, but let me just say nationalities. Okay, so they are being preferred. So this is really wonderful. Right. Okay. So this was how I have been doing. So, okay, Falayo,
Yes.
so you heard about us from your friends, especially from Melina, and
Yes.
how did you hear about us? I mean, how was how did they talk about us? I needed to find out. Please be very frank with me.
Uh, Actually, we heard that when they go abroad, they need agency.
Mm,
But that time we don't know any agent and we don't know how to contact the agents.
mm,
So even if we want to go also, we never thought that we will go
mm,
because we don't know how to contact the agent
mm,
or how the agents are like. Just like you say, we were scared,
mm,
trust issues.
right.
Then yes,
Mm,
then we believe because they told us about they told us about you, and then finally after 2 3 months they finally reached Singapore. So
mm.
we believe and we trust her
Oh,
because after 2 3 months she was finally in Singapore.
right.
Actually, we also have trust. Yeah, like you said, we were scared. Like
Mm,
when they say we need to contact agent, there is agency, we really think,
mm,
is it really can we really trust them? Yeah,
mm.
we I myself have trust
And
issues.
that is very good. That is very good because it makes
Yes.
you cautious. It makes you careful, become careful, you know. In
Mm.
fact, like I said, most agencies before we enter into the market, they were charging 4 lakhs, 3 lakhs.
Mm.
The least there was one agency which charged 2,70,000. 2,70,000. That was the least all over India. Okay, that was how much agencies were charging. You can make a research. Okay, please do make a research, ladies and gentlemen. Before we enter into the scene, the cheapest, let me say, the lowest fees, okay, that a nurse had to pay rather, to go to Singapore was 2,70,000. And then I made some calculations and researches, and I found out that I could send a nurse there for 1.5. Right, while others were
Yes,
charging as much as
1.5.
4 lakhs, right? So I found out that I could send them for 1.5 lakhs. At that time it was 1.5. Now it is more than 1.5. It is about 1.7, I think, because the Singaporean currency value is getting higher. Okay, so but it still remains the same in Singaporean dollar. Okay, Singaporean dollar, it's still 3,200 that we are charging since the beginning. Okay, so we still charge the same, although there is an inflation in Indian currency. All right. Mm, so I found out that we could send a nurse for 1.5. Uh, See, 1.5, you may think that it is a huge amount, 1.5 lakhs, right? But let me tell you, from that 1.5, we had to pay the flight fares, we had to buy the visas, we have to pay the Singaporean consultation firm, the consultation agency, because this is very, very important. Because see, if I just send a nurse from here without help from the local agency there in Singapore, then supposing they get into some trouble, probably with their employer or probably with their patients or whatever, whoever, with whomever, all right, they have a problem with in Singapore, I can't be there overnight. You understand my point? I can't get there in
Yes.
a jiffy, so to say. So I need somebody to take care of the nurses there whenever they have a problem, whenever they are in trouble. All right, instantaneously that we pay. All right, this is very, very important. So I coupled up with a Singaporean agency who are very, very effective at that. And, they are Christians as well. I'm a Christian, they're Christians. So our connection was very good. I trust them with my soul, frankly speaking. And later on, when after we did a bit of business together, I trust them more and more. They are very good Christians at that, very honest and upfront and transparent, and very, very caring and loving as well. This is what I appreciate most about them. They treat all of my nurses with care and love, not just as a business, but as their ministry there as well. So this is what I truly appreciate about them. And they are the ones who loan you most, by the way. Or we split the loan. Okay, between us, I bear a little and they bear more of the loan. All right. So that is why you are able to go without arranging anything upfront. Before it, the consultation fee was 4 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 2.7 lakhs. And that had to be arranged upfront, paid in full. Otherwise, they did not send anybody. All right. But with us, we send you for 1.5, and then that too, you don't pay anything upfront. Right. So we
Yes.
loaned
Yes.
you totally. Now, we loaned all the expenditure. We paid for the flight fare, we paid for the agency fee, we paid for the visa
Visa.
fees, and then most importantly, we paid for your insurance. This is very, very important because supposing you come to an accident, or maybe you need an operation, major operation. In fact, we have had two nurses who already got major operations in Singapore, and they did not have to lift their small finger. They did not have to pick out a single rupee from their pocket. They did not have to do anything. The insurance company came and they did everything for them very smoothly like that. They just got the best service in the best, one of the best hospitals in Singapore, which is international standard. And then they just got out of it. They went out scot-free like that, in a way to say, right? So this is,
Yes.
and especially in these trying times due to the pandemic, see, when you went to Falao, we bought you an insurance which was just which covers you for uh, five 5,000. Okay, 5,000. Am I right? 5,000 Singaporean dollars. Okay, which is close to 3 lakhs. Now we are buying 10,000 for other nurses who come there. Why? Because of the COVID. Okay, so now it's over 5 lakhs. It's all for over 5 lakhs that we are covering the nurses that we send there now. Okay, so even if they get COVID infection, okay, COVID-19 infection, then they are very well covered. See, you were a nurse, you're a frontline worker, am I right? Supposing
Yes.
you still work here and in the process you got infected, there is no insurance. Am I right? There's no insurance. But if you go to Singapore and you got infected, we cover you totally. Okay, we totally cover you for any expenditure that may need to be incurred for your treatment. So that is how it works. So for all these things, we needed that 1.5 lakhs. You understand? So this is what we are basically doing, ladies and gentlemen watching us now. Because safety is our first priority. Safety is our first concern. Definitely, we want our nurses to thrive and to prosper, to earn handsomely. But if we do not know that they are going to be safe, then we don't want to do anything about it. You understand my point? There are some other countries offering higher salaries, frankly speaking. Okay, there are some other countries offering higher salaries, but we don't want to send you there because they don't have policies such as in Singapore. You understand my point? We cannot assure your safety in such other countries, so we don't want to send you there. So it is very, very, very important that you sleep well, your parents and your family sleep well, and we also sleep well, knowing that we have sent you to Singapore, knowing that you are in safe hands. All right, so that is something that money cannot buy, very, very importantly. So that is why we choose to send you to Singapore. So 1.5 lakhs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, It's exactly 3,200 Singaporean dollars that we are charging, but we do not charge upfront. You settle the bill in 6 consecutive months installment
Months.
easily. Okay,
Yes.
even during your loan months, Filio, you can testify you did not have any financial problems. Am I right? Because
Yes.
all your earnings that we are collecting to repay your loan, right? We are collecting, of course, definitely, we are collecting a big chunk of your salary, most of it, in fact, frankly speaking. Um, but there you will find no other bank or other agencies willing to do the same for you, frankly speaking. I heard that in Manipur, there is an agency, another agency, which is much akin to us, okay, doing somewhat of what we are doing. Okay, but even they are collecting 50,000 upfront, which is non-refundable. So that is something that we never did and we are never going to do. Because we want total safety, even monetarily. Okay, not just physically. So that is what we have been doing. All right. Okay. So Okay, Flyo, since
Yes.
you contacted us and we have sent you to Singapore, do you think we have delivered on our promises?
Yes. Uh, I think it doesn't take 1 month.
Hmm.
Actually, it doesn't take 1 month. We were
Mhm.
late because one of my friends, her passport was late. Only that's why we're late. Actually, it doesn't take month.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
It usually doesn't take much to send a nurse from a
Yes.
person to Singapore. Okay, it doesn't take too long, usually. However, like I said, during these times, during the pandemic, there are some flight constraints and movement constraints, right? So, due to that, we are experiencing some problems, right, as of now. But let's hope this is something that we don't have a hands on, right? Am I right? This is not in our hands. We
Yes.
don't have control over it. So I don't think anybody would blame us for that. Right. So, however, when the pandemic is lifted from above, then we will definitely have a better time soon enough. I know that you
Yes.
have a lot of friends who are very anxious to get to Singapore. Uh, Right. In fact, we have several Northeast nurses for whom we have secured the visa. Okay, the visa, and for some of them, we had even paid for their flights. But due to the pandemic, they're held back right now. But let's hope we will be able to deploy them most likely in late August. It might be possible, seeing that Singapore is doing so well in controlling the virus. But recently, I think this couple of days, there is an upsurge again in Singapore. Am I right?
Yes. We are in phase 2.
Right. So these could probably hinder the process of sending a nurse there as well. But let's see. We will keep this in prayer. The Lord can do everything. So let's hope for the best. All right. So Phileo, right? So
Yes.
thank you so much for speaking well of us. That was very kind of you. Mm, okay, so you have finally made up your mind to go to Singapore. It was not very difficult for you because there were your seniors or your friends who had already went there through us, and you
Yes.
heard everything about it, right? So,
Mm.
okay, so you are now in Singapore. How do you find working in Singapore, as in contrast to working in here at the homeland?
From from the day we first came, we feel safe because from the day we landed here, as soon as we come out from the airport, uh, Lee Suchin and Woon Bichai, they were waiting for us. They welcome us so nicely. They even pray for us.
Mhm.
Then from that day, after 2 3 days, even our work permit, bank account, everything, they come here, they pick us up, they drop us, everything they did for us. From that point only, we know that we are safe here and it's nice to stay here.
Mm,
Yes, they take care of their employee very well.
right. Okay. Wonderful.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
very well.
That is
They
very
treat us very nicely, and during this pandemic also, Yeah, they take care of us very nicely.
Ah, that
It's so safe here.
Ah,
Yes.
thank you so much. That's music to my ears because knowing that you were safe and you like working there, that you were getting
Mm,
well treated, that is music to my ears because I am directly concerned. I'm the first person concerned, besides your family, right? So
yes.
that is very, very
Uh,
good to hear. Yeah.
before we go here, when my friends family heard that I'm going to Singapore, they were worried because of the pandemic. They
Mm,
were worried
oh,
like the pandemic already started and why you
right.
are going.
Mm,
From that time, I told them, you no need to worry about me. I will be safe there.
mm,
Yes, because it's such a great developed country. So I also told them, no need to worry about me. I'll be safe
mm.
there. It's
Oh,
very safe. Yes.
okay. And now your family members are convinced? We're
Yes.
safe. Okay, very good.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, I like that. And regarding the workload, how do you compare it with the workload here?
The workload it's fine because according to our working hours, we have our equal day off. So it's very fine. Even if we work hard, we got the adequate. We have the adequate time to rest.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
So that is
Mm-hmm.
very, very important. Sometimes you may be required to work hard and probably
Yes.
longer than usual, right? I think the
Yes.
3 hours or 8 hours or 6 hours,
Uh, 12 hours.
12 hours.
Yes, 12 hours. But in 2 weeks we have six off.
Oh.
Yes.
I,
Uh,
see, I
two. Yeah. In 2 weeks we have 8 working days and 6 day off.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right.
So
Oh,
if we have 12 hours, also we don't need to worry because we will work 12 hours today, or we may continue working 12 hours for consecutive 2 days. But at least we will get two off or one off, so we
okay,
can
okay,
have
okay.
yeah.
At least that is very good to know because as far as I
Mm.
know, the information I got was the work hours are 8 hours per day, so that was what I knew.
Mm.
But sometimes you were required to work for 8 hours, 12 hours, but then that is compensated later on. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Whenever I think whenever you have night shifts, you are compensated with extra pay. Am I right?
Uh, Actually, in our nursing home, we don't have the allowance for night duty
Oh,
because
mm.
the place I'm working,
Mm.
we our salary is a little bit different with other nursing
Yes,
homes,
yes,
so
yes.
we don't have the allowance for night
Correct,
duty.
correct, correct. That's what I,
Yes,
always trying to explain to new applicants. Okay, there is a difference in the pay
yes,
by the organization. Some would offer only $650, some would offer 850. But I always say at the end of the month, when you are collecting your salary, it becomes more or less the same because those who are offering less in the basic pay, they complement it with some perks and bonuses. So at the end of the month, you are collecting almost the same, if not exactly the same, but it's more or less the same. So that is what I've been trying to explain to new applicants as
yes.
well. Okay, very good. Okay.
And sometimes, like when we work overtime,
Mm,
yes, when we work overtime, the pay for overtime for 12 hours is
mm.
90 plus Singapore dollars.
Wow, I see. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Oh,
So if like in the 2 weeks, sometimes we get overtime. We
mm,
got to work two overtime.
okay.
Yeah, like when some of our friends are not feeling well, so we need to work two overtimes. That means we got a lot.
All right, I
Yes.
see. So see, ladies and gentlemen, $90, 90 Singaporean dollars is equivalent to, let me do the calculation. I think I made a mistake here. 90, uh, Yes, it's about 5,000 Indian rupees.
Yes.
Eh, hmm.
2 overtime, 10,000.
Right.
Yes.
So this is very, very good.
So
Never
we
happens in
considered
India, by the way.
ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's
We
why
consider ourselves lucky when we got to work overtime.
exactly, exactly. For the right-minded people, that is lucky, isn't it? For
Yes.
those who are not lazy, so to say. Right.
Yes.
That is very,
Yes.
very fortunate. Right.
And the allowance for overtime, night duty overtime and day duty overtime, it's different. The pay is different.
All
But
right.
I'm not sure for the night
Mm,
allowance, but the
mm.
pay is different for overtime. Doing overtime at night and overtime
Yes.
at day
It
shift.
will be
The
much more.
allowance is different.
It will
Yes,
definitely
the
be.
night is more.
This is really, really good. You know, the conditions are so good. And you received your uniforms and your food and your lodging, everything for free. Am I right?
Yes, everything. As soon as when we first come, they will give us 3 sets of all the uniform.
Mm,
Yes,
mm.
3 sets, and then shoes, everything they will provide for us. And every year, annually, they will provide us new uniform.
Wonderful. So regarding the shoes,
Yes.
you are required to bring your own pair of shoes for the duty because they do not know your shoe size yet when you arrive. So, however, soon after you arrive, they will buy you a new pair of shoes for sure.
Yes.
And not just one, right? It's three sets. Like,
Yes, 3 sets of uniform.
this is really wonderful.
Later, if torn, if
Mm.
become the color fade, we can request
And
anytime we want. Yes.
wonderful. At no cost of yours, right? And then
Yes.
I heard that in some organizations, they are also supplying you with bath towels, face towels, pillowcases, new pillows, and these things. Is this true with you?
Yes.
Mm.
We've been receiving a lot of like during their like national Singapore National Day is coming now again.
Mm.
So during this Singapore National Day, Chinese New Year, we receive a lots of gifts, a lots of donations, and
Mm.
uh, during this pandemic, we
Mm.
receive a
Wonderful.
free mask, a free hand sanitizer, and a lot of vitamin C they provide for the health workers.
And also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you should be receiving some bonus for pandemic.
Yes,
Mhm.
the government they give all the health workers a pandemic
It's
bonus.
like that working in Singapore. So my dear friends, the rest of the
Yes,
nurses, what are you waiting for? That's my question. A very big, big question, frankly speaking. So we've been trying to help you. You know, help us help you. When you are too doubtful, when you have trust issues too big, we can't help you like that. Okay, you see, if Philayo would be able to save a lot of money every month because all her needs are met. But right, am I right? All her
yes,
needs, her basic needs are met by the organization for which she is working. Her salary she can set aside to her bank account every month, month by month. So at the end of her contract, there should be a few lakhs. Okay, few lakhs in her.
and I don't know about other nursing home, but in my nursing home where I'm working right now, after our contract is finished, uh, if we don't want to continue, if we are going back, or if we want to continue, we will get a bonus salary for 2 months at the end of the contract.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes,
That's
two
what I
months salary.
Right, that's what I didn't tell you because I didn't want to go too much in detail. Okay, I want
Uh,
you to find this out by yourself so that we do not over and we do not under deliver on our promises. Okay, oh, we don't want to lure you by over promising. You understand my point? That's what I did not want to do. We wanted you to find out about the perks and the bonuses once you were there by yourself. We talked to you only about the basic salary. And you find that you're
yes,
getting much more than you expected. So that is better. Am I right?
and the flight ticket, of course, free.
Right, exactly. Yes, yes.
Mm.
Mm,
And some of our seniors, they cannot go home for their annual leave because of the pandemic. So
mm,
even for the annual leave also,
mm,
the flight ticket, they repay it by money for the flight ticket because they cannot go home for their annual leave due to the pandemic.
right, right.
Yes.
That is most
Mm.
wonderful. Yes. So at the end of your right, at the end of your contract, you will have 2 months paid leave. If you want to
Yes.
continue, if you want to continue, then they will send you home, meaning they will pay for your flight fare. Okay, they will pay for your flight fare, and then when you are about to get back, they will pay for your flight fare again. So it's like that. Even if you don't want to renew your contract, then they will still send you home at their expense.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
how good they really are in treating their employees. Singapore knows that they are dependent on their foreign workers. Singapore knows very, very, very well that they are dependent on their foreign workers uh, to see their economic growth. That is why they are treating their foreign workers very, very nicely. They treat them just like family. So this is what I like about it. It's some people they from the northeast, if I'm not wrong, most of the youths who went to Singapore to work are housemates. Am I right?
Mm.
Domestic workers, they call them
Yes.
domestic workers. So we keep hearing unpleasant things. We keep hearing unpleasant things about those working in Singapore as domestic workers, domestic helpers. But it is very, very different. It doesn't compare, frankly speaking. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't compare with working as a nurse or a nursing aide or as a healthcare facilitator in Singapore. Okay, so don't get mixed up, ladies and gentlemen watching. Hmm. All right, and then all right. So you like working in Singapore, as most of the other nurses that I called up said. Okay, you are incongruent with the other people. Um, and it also shows, judging from your face, you look so healthy and well kept, and you
Yes.
literally shine, So that means you're taken, you are very well taken care of. Am I right? So
Yes.
treated nicely.
Healthy foods.
Yes, healthy foods, nice foods as well. My God, that is one other reason to go to Singapore, because Singapore is always known as food paradise. Food paradise. So many tasty, healthy, nutritious, delicious food there to enjoy, and so many wonderful places to visit in your free time. Am I right? And like
Yes.
the respect you get from the natives, right? The respect you receive, the recognition that you receive from all residents there is just wonderful. There are some places, some tourist spots which offer free services and free facilities to foreign nurses. For example, what is the name of that place? I forgot. There was a zip line, zip line? Zip line. It's expensive to travel in a zip line. A rope.
Yeah, last year also the famous Singapore Garden by the Bay.
Yes,
It was free entry for all the healthcare workers, all the nurses.
exactly.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say. Right.
Garden by the Bay.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is quite expensive, but
Yeah, quite expensive.
right.
Mm.
So that is free for the nurses. This is really wonderful.
Yes.
So you get recognition, you get distinction, so to say, right? You are being appreciated there. This is perfect condition to work there. Okay, so let's leave Singapore now. Let's come to our promise. Okay, our promise of sending you farther down to the UK. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Philia already knows, but you may not know. Let me try to explain this to you. JJ Personality, we, JJ Personality, signed an agreement with the Health Education England to send 5,000 nurses to the UK. 5,000 nurses to the UK, and that too absolutely for free. How cool is that? Just try it around. You see, what will happen is correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but from my research, what I found out, okay, it's not a very elaborate research, so I could still be wrong. But from my very short survey, rather, let's say survey, not a research exactly. So from my short survey, what I found out was most agencies will charge you nominally at first to send you to the UK. They would say we just collect 60,000, or some say 1 lakh, like that, very nominally. But as the process goes on, they will charge you again on this and that pretext, and at long last, finally, when you are about ready to fly down to the UK, you will find yourself having to arrange a minimum of 20 to 25, 30 lakhs rupees to work in the UK. That is how expensive and difficult it is for nurses to get there, okay, to the UK. But once you get there, it is very, very valuable, okay? It is worth everything, almost like that. And then come to think of it, we send you there absolutely for free. How cool is that, really? You don't have to pay with even a single rupee, okay? With us, that is, because you're directly sponsored by Health Education England. That is in short, like some sort of a government organ. You can Google about it, okay? You can Google about Health Education England. So, in fact, let me elaborate on this. Health Education England works with only one agency in India, and that agency in India chose to work only with us. So they came to me and they signed an agreement with me, okay, to send 5,000 nurses minimum. And then, ladies and gentlemen, especially nurses, listen carefully. Yesterday, I spoke to England asking how many vacancies they have right now. And they say they have over 1 lakh vacancies in the UK. And they are simply taking in every applicant who are eligible. All right. So, my God, and the pay is so good in the UK. All right, I send you there for absolutely for free, no loan, no arranging any money, totally nothing. Okay, number one, absolutely for free, and number two, the pay is so good. Oh my God, if you work in the UK, then success is a cinch for you. Trust me on this. Success is a cinch because you will get paid even as a starter before you get registered nurse position. Okay, you will be getting minimum 1.5 to 1.7 lakhs depending on the organization where you will be working. That alone is very good. But see, when we send you there, you will be given free coaching for OSCE coaching. Okay, which other nurses have to pay from their pocket, you know. But when we send you there, you will receive, okay, you will receive that coaching for free. And then again, when you are ready to take the examination, you will, other nurses are required to pay 1.2 lakhs. Right now, I don't know how much it is. It will definitely have soared up because of the difference in the currency values. Okay, so it will be, I think, around 1.3 to 1.5 lakhs. Okay, right now, OSCE examination fee. That again is going to be borne by Health Education England. You don't have to pay for the examination fee. Now, free coaching and then examination free again, and you will definitely get through the examination if you are a sincere student. And once you get through, you become a fully registered NMC nurse. NMC means Nursing and Midwifery Council of the United Kingdom. So once you have become an NMC registered nurse, you will get a pay of around this is too good to be true, but it is true, trust us, because we have sent nurses there and they are testifying everything delivered just as promised. Okay, so you may find another video on YouTube, okay, wherein I interviewed one nurse that we sent to the UK. So she testified to everything. So yes, you will be getting minimum 2.2 to 2.5 lakhs per month. This is really, really cool. So there are so many things that you can enjoy. You know, if you decide to get married, we will find a job for your spouse. You will be working together, which is very good. So you become very lucky now. So there are going to be many more suitors. Jokingly, okay. Okay, putting jokes aside, that is very good.
Yes.
Working together, okay, as a couple in the UK is very, very good. That means you're going to have a lot of savings every month, okay, month by month. Supposing you work there for 10 years and you save up 2 lakhs minimum, okay, every month in your bank. My God, that would be really good. How can you save up 2 lakhs rupees? Because you could suffice from your either of the, your spouse's salary or your salary. So you can save either one's salary. Okay, totally like
Yes.
that. Because the most expensive thing in the staying in the UK would be if you have children, okay, and when they become of age, you have to send them to school. That is expensive. But again, England, the UK government is going to pay for your children's education. So you really, really save up. You're really stacking up, okay, your wealth. So when you come back to India after 10 years, you come home millionaires. You understand? And you are going to bring so much positive changes to your reasons. My gosh, this is my vision and my ambition. All right. But
Yes.
first, as Christian nurses, when you were staying either in Singapore or the UK, I expect you, and it is my prayer that you will spread the gospel light. All right, the gospel light to everyone near and about you, round about you. Okay, okay. So this is my highest and ultimate aim, and that was my main reason for giving up my governmental job to do this. Uh, but very importantly, almost as importantly, I want all of you to come back home. Don't settle forever in the foreign country that you serve. Okay, don't settle there. As please don't don't marry those. Joking. That is your absolute right. I don't have any say, but just from my heart, my wish, what I'm saying is don't marry the native people there if possible. Marry your local people, okay, you're from your same community, and then come back home after maximum 10 years and develop your reason. You could start up maybe a hospital, international standard hospital, or maybe an international college, or whatever it is, okay, whatever your niche is, that is okay, you can do that. So after maximum 10 years time in a foreign country, come back home and develop your reason. This is one of my ultimate goals. Okay, please, everybody watching us on YouTube or wherever you find us. All right, this is my real desire. Okay, so what do you think about that? Would you take it up? Flayo, would you take that offer to go to the UK?
Yes. I've been waiting for it.
Wonderful. All right, very good.
Yes.
I hope you have been able to arrange all the documents that will be required to apply for your loan. Loan? I said completely for free. What is loan? See, the thing is, yes, let me say, here are a pool of Indian nurses who wish to go to the UK to work there because the pay is so good there. And here is the UK which requires at least 1 lakh nurses, 1 lakh foreign nurses, my God. So there's the vacancy, and here is the willingness to go. But why can't you go? Why can't a lot of Indian nurses go to the UK? Number one, because of the financial arrangement that they need to make, and that with us cancelled, crossed out, because you don't need to arrange financially. Okay, number one. And but number two stumbling block, or the biggest block, okay, blocking you to go to the UK, that is language proficiency test, IELTS or OET. That is a big problem. Now we at JJ Personality, we are doing our absolute best to solve that problem, and we have come up with a solution since recent times by the wonderful grace of God. This is not our doing. It is always God intervening from above. Okay, so it's been really, really wonderful because, there are so many aspirants who came to me. They said, I want to go to England. Please send me to England because you can send me for free. So I want to go through you, they said. And then, okay, very good. So get tested on these English language proficiency tests. And then they went and took some coaching. All right. But frankly speaking, very sad to say so, most coaching centers in the country are incompetent. They do not produce good enough result every year. All right. I have come up with a solution. See, I searched on the internet and I found out that OET Australia is very, very good at this. They are producing high success rate. Okay, every year by year, they are producing some really high success rate, success results. So I called up the owner of OET Online Australia. His name was Steve. He was flamboyant person, a good person to talk to, and he was a raucous man to look at, but his heart was very soft. I told him that I left my governmental job in order to help my community youths, and my community youths are by no way going to be able to afford over $1,000 for the coaching fee. So I asked him to reduce the fees, and he obliged to $649 only. Previously, it was almost 80,000. Now it has come down to just about 40,000. It's amazing, Indian rupees.
Yes.
And then it was designed only for 4 months, over $1,000 for 4 months, but on my plea. See, I asked him on my request, he was willing to let my students, my nurses, avail the coaching service for 12 months stretch, a whole year, 12 months without no extra cost. My God, this is really wonderful. Just 40,000 for 12 months. This will never ever happen with any other foreign coaching centers. Okay, I have some other native speakers of English who are teaching IELTS or OET online as well. I could mention them. There are so many friends that I have. But their fees are, you may think these are very expensive. It's over 1 lakh. Most of them are naming their fees over 1 lakh for a period of 3 to 4 months. Okay, coaching, 3 to 4 months coaching over 1 lakh. My God, that is expensive for us Indians. All right. For Chinese people, for South Korean nurses, for Malaysian nurses, this does not seem to be anything much because they do want to go to the UK because it's going to pay them and it's going to help them so much in terms of experience and seeing the world and these things. Okay, so they are very eager to pay over 1 lakh rupees in Indian currency. Okay, so, but we are not like that. Well, our economy is very laid back, so we can't afford to do that. So I asked Steve on this and he agreed. So you are, hey, my friends, this is not just for the Northeast nurses. This goes for all Indian nurses, all right? This goes for, in fact, this goes for all nurses, not just Indian nurses. I can send Philippines, from Koreans or whatever, from whatever nationality. Okay, I can send them to the UK. By the way, so you see, I can send you there for free. And then now, regarding the OET, so Steve is willing to let our nurses take up the course for something a little less than 40,000, and then that is available to you for 12 months without any extra expenditure. And still, however, I understand that for most Northeast nurses, arranging 40,000 for the coaching is still a problem. Am I right, Philayo?
Yes.
Yes, even for Filaya, who is working now in Singapore and making a lot of money, it's still, she would still hesitate to part with 40,000 at one go. Am I right?
Yes. One go.
So,
Yes.
so God is so wonderful. I talked to one non-banking financial company. Okay, previously they were never interested to enter the northeast side because they don't think that the business is good. All right, way back in 2014 and then in 2016 again, I visited Bangalore, wherein there's a very good, highly reputed non-banking financial institute. I asked them, I pleaded with them, please come to Northeast. We need your services like that. And I talked to them about the nursing prospect as well. Okay, nursing foreign jobs prospects as well. But they were not interested, entirely not interested. I couldn't get a single politician to help me, to back me up on that as well. Okay, from the Northeast. But when the time is right, okay, when the time is right, meaning when God allows. So I talked to this one financial, non-banking financial corporation company, and then they agreed to lend you. Okay, they agreed to lend you the money. So you will be paying the first installment only, and then right after you make the first installment, the company will pay the rest of the fees. Okay, and then you, in your turn, will repay very easily by EMIs of just about a little over 3,000 per month. How cool is that? So that is quite manageable now. Am I right? Rather than trying to
Yes.
arrange 40,000 at one go, paying a little over 3,000 every month is very, very easy. So everything works out. Now you have absolutely no excuse not to give it a try to the UK. Am I right? A wonderful, excellent coaching center, which has been producing wonderful results every year. I know if you are sincere, hey, all the nurses there out there, I know if you are sincere, you see, because this OET Online Australia has been able to help those Chinese nurses who never spoke in English before. Even they became successful. You see, you understand, from Thailand, from Malaysia, from South Korea, those who are very, very poor in English, who never uttered English words before, even they became successful. So, my dear friends, if you are sincere enough, I am absolutely 100% sure that you will make it through the OET test if you get this OET Online Australia services. All right. You will have live video classes from native speakers of English. How cool is that? You know, English taught to you by English people. So that is very, very good, isn't it? And not just any regular, normal English guys, but certified, okay, OUT coaches. So they are, you can understand how effective that is going to be. And you are going to have like an international community in your palm, okay, in the palm of your hand, an international community. You will interact with people from all around the world, okay? You understand my point? Yes, you are going to have friends from
Yeah.
all over the world who are all also taking the coaching from OET Online Australia. Understand? So you will interact with each others, you'll talk to each others, you'll video call each others, maybe you'll email each others. Like, I think you can even find some really good friends for life, friends for life, to last a lifetime. So this is possible. All right. So this is really exciting, I think. So Philaio is making a wise decision. She is taking up the course right away. And I believe next year she will be in the UK. What do you think, Philaio?
Yes.
Right, next year you
Yes.
I absolutely believe that you will be in the, but you wouldn't have served your 2 years contract right next year yet.
Yeah. By next year March.
Oh, you will be completing, right? Next year, March.
Yes. Yes.
Mm,
Next year
wonderful. So
March.
next year, definitely. So Yes. Okay. Very good. So make sure that before next year, March, you are ready to take the OET exams. All right. Be very
Okay.
sincere about your classes. All right. Very sincere. You will never ever miss a single class, because even if, like, supposing this morning there was a live video class, but you were on duty, so you missed it. Right. But the live video class will have been recorded minute by minute, okay, second by second, will be recorded and put on the website, okay, and you will be given access to that. So you will get a playback of that. So that means it is ensured that you will never miss a single class. And don't forget to submit, to do and submit your home assignments every time, okay. Okay, you may be required to work a lot harder. I want to see you lose weight because you work too hard. I'm not suggesting you're becoming stout. You look very, very okay. You look very good. You look fair. You look healthy. You look. I like that. Singapore is so good. My God. And however, I want you to lose weight because of your hard work. Oh, right. To get to the UK. So I'm very excited. Please tell your other friends, all of them as well. I would like to have another video session with them as well. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Can you please arrange that?
Yeah, I'll make sure I will discuss with both of them today. By today, I will make sure.
And then, Phileo, you seem to be staying in a house, not in a hostel. Am I right?
Yeah, I move out only this month.
Sorry?
I move out from my dormitory only
Right,
this month,
because of the
last
pandemic,
week.
right? Because of the
Yeah.
pandemic. So arrangements are being made like that. So that
Yeah,
is.
actually, there were staff coming from India, actually, from India and Indonesia and Myanmar. So we have to vacate the dormitory. Actually, the dormitory before, we in one room we used to stay 4 people in one room,
Four people.
but because of the, yes, 4 people in one room, and those big rooms, 12 to
Mm,
14
okay.
people, but because of the pandemic,
Mm,
because of the safe distancing, 4 room, four people changed to 2. So the room, only 10 to 12 people can stay there now, the
I see.
whole dormitory.
Okay.
So because, yes,
I see.
because of the new coming staff, we have to move off.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are you staying with anyone there?
Guirim, Sanjurika, they are my housemate.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
I miss them. Hey, they've been so long time.
we
Tell
come
them.
we come here on the same day, but we don't know each other before we met at the airport.
I see. Mm,
The day we come, we meet 2 of friends from Manipur. They were from different agencies.
I see. Okay, and then Falayo, can you widen the circle a little bit rather than just the three of you? So can you invite some other people like your fellow nurses there who are working in the same organization? Not just the
Okay.
nurses, not just Indians, even the Filipinos and any other nationality. Okay, whom you think might be able to make it through the test? Can you please spread the word for me? Because, like
Okay.
I said, the vacancies are overwhelming. Over 1 lakh vacancies are there. Okay, and it is very easy to go there these days.
Okay.
Good. All right. So it.
And then one thing about it is
Mm,
honestly saying we come here to earn money. So when we go for duty,
mm,
during our duty, we do there 12 hours, 7 to 7. So lunch, dinner, everything they provide for us. So when we have duty, we don't need to come back and prepare our meal. So
Oh,
at
mm,
least that can make us save
right.
even a little bit. Also, we can save.
Okay, I see. But it's definitely
Yeah,
not a what do you call it? A pleasure right? Am I right? It's not a pleasure right.
yeah,
You are definitely required to incur some hard works, dedication, right? That is for sure.
yes.
Absolutely. It's not a like a joy right? Right? Am I right? So, but it is very good taken all together. Am I right? The work conditions are good, and the salary is good. How you are being treated is very good. Every
And most importantly, the Peace Haven Nursing Home is a Christian environment, so
right,
it's very
right,
nice.
right. We
Yes.
mostly send our nurses to Christian organizations. If it's not
Mm.
A Christian organization, we send them to government or semi-government organization. Hmm, hmm, right. Okay, wonderful. Do you have anything to say to your fellow nurses?
Yeah, you must come to Singapore and witness instead of having trust issues, scared to come. You must come here and witness. Singapore is a very nice place. Even if you are tired from whole 12-day shift, if you come as soon as you come from your work, you can go out. Everywhere you go out, it's a place to relax.
Mm,
That's why it's really nice to stay.
mm,
Even if it's late, you can go out. Everywhere you go out,
mm,
nice place, safe place, and always a place to relax.
mm. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Mm,
And now we are in since this July 22 we are in phase 2 again. So what I really like about Singapore is they really follow the rules.
mm,
Since they announced that phase 2 is going up, nobody goes out, nobody is allowed to dine in, so it's really nice.
wonderful, wonderful. So
Yeah.
so that's how they have been able to control the first phase, right? Very nicely.
Yes,
Very.
and for this pandemic, all the healthcare workers they are required to do the COVID swab test every 2 weeks.
Mm,
Yes,
very nice.
every 2 weeks we are doing the swab test. Yes,
Very, very good. Wonderful,
and
wonderful.
if one of our housemate have the sore, even if not positive, also if they have sore throat, a little bit cough, all the housemate must undergo the swab
Mm,
test. They must wear the N95. Make sure everyone wear N95 mask.
mm, And I think it is about two-thirds of the population who have been vaccinated in Singapore. Over two-thirds.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, us we already vaccinated in January.
Oh, I see. Fully, right.
Yeah.
Both those.
Yes, fully vaccinated.
Very
Yes.
good. You're very safe now.
Yeah, very
Oh,
safe. Fully vaccinated.
okay. All right, wonderful. Falayo, I thank you so much for your valuable time. It will do wonders for your non-trusting Northeast nurses.
Yes.
So difficult to convince, no matter how much we say to them that it is safe to work in Singapore, and no matter how much it is much better, even financially and experience wise, also safety wise, everything. But they are very difficult, to impress.
But
Mm,
every time somebody asks me about how I come to Singapore, how is Singapore, whenever they say about they want to go abroad,
mm.
I always recommend you. Yeah, really, I always recommend. But I don't know why they never, after I recommend them,
Mm.
like they will ask me so many things, I will recommend them. But I don't know how they end up making their decisions not to come.
I
Like
think
I
they
always
will
say,
come to me.
I think this is because of the pandemic.
Yes, yes, that also
Yes,
there,
because
right. And I do believe that some of them do come to me. But yes, like you said, because of the pandemic, you can't send them yet, and they just
Yes.
didn't mention your name, probably, I think. So it's very obvious we never advertise, right? We don't advertise. We don't
Yes.
go to the nurses, but they just approach us. That means you must have been talking to them, right? It's like that for sure. So I really, really do appreciate that, because that is the only way by which we can build the Northeast for the time being. Okay, for quite a long time now, given the infrastructure, we can generate employments by the magnitude. Okay, not yet at the moment, not for the next 15, 20 years. Okay, not for the next 15 to, I don't care what politicians are saying, it's not happening. Okay, so not for the next 15, 20 years, we're not generating mass employment opportunities. So therefore, it is very good that you have been spreading the words around. You are helping building the Northeast economically. So this is really wonderful. Take pride in what you have been.
The day we come here,
Mm,
at the airport, I told Guilim, like, when we reach Singapore, how will we go to our place? How are we going to go to the Peace Haven nursing from the airport? Like, I don't have any idea. Actually, before we boarded, I received a message from Lee Suchin. She
mm,
sent me a message that her husband will be waiting there,
mm,
but we didn't expect. So when we come out of from the airport, they were waiting for us. So
mm,
nice,
mm,
so a very warm welcome.
mm,
They treat us to dinner. They pray for us. They even give us Bible.
mm.
Till now, we are still in contact with them. They will ask how
Please, you
everyone
don't ever
is.
forget them. Okay, they are really, really wonderful.
Yes,
You're right. Mm. Very good. So, yes. All right. Cleo, I took so much of your time. You must be tired now. You
yes.
need rest time. Thank you so much for giving me your precious, precious time. And for me also, oh my God, I need to be on another international meeting now. So I need.
Oh,
Thank you so much. God bless you and keep you safe.
okay. Thank you. Okay, I'll make sure that I will make time for. I will ask them both
Okay,
for
wonderful.
that time.
And please invite more of your friends. Okay, not just
Okay.
your Northeast friends, but any nurse that you come up with. Okay, that would be really wonderful.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, bye
Okay.
bye.
Thank you
God bless
so
you.
much. Okay. Bye bye.
Mm.